Hello everyone, welcome to Z Lessons. Today we are going to be dealing with the 2018 Microsoft Word question 2. This will be the first Microsoft Word practical of this 2018 exam. Question 2 reads as follows. The instructions say that you are required to use a word processing program for this question. By that they mean we are required to use Microsoft Word. A says that open a new document and type your name, examination number and school center name in the footer. So let us open our Word program. We go in the programs below and search for Word and hit the enter key to run the program. As soon as the program is opened, we need to open a blank document. So left click where it says blank document. We left click and our blank document shall be opened for us. We are required to enter our examination number, our name and our school center name in the footer. Most of the questions require us to enter our details in the header, but for this question we are going to enter in our footer. So in Microsoft Word you can enter details in the footer using two methods. Let me show you the first method that you might already be familiar with. You can go in the Insert tab. After going in the Insert tab, at your right side you can see where it says header footer. Under the header and footer section here, then you just click on footer and the footer shall be displayed. You are going to be presented with a couple of templates, built-in templates that you can choose from, and you can choose the style of your footer that you might like. But as for us, we are required to enter 3 details, so we are going to use the blank 3 columns template over here. We can right click, we can left click. After left clicking, we'll be able to see where we can type our text below. Let us close the header and footer section there and let me show you the second method. The second method is to, let's just go back. The second method is to just click below 2 times and the footer will be opened. We are going to be presented with a section where we can enter the footer. Okay, so that is the method that I was talking about. If you want to choose the formatting, you can just go where it says footer right there and just choose the 3 column footer, and as you can see, the same thing applies with the second method. So let me just type my name, then I can type my examination number, then lastly I can type my school center name. But as for us in this video, let us just add a couple of numbers, and that will just help you understand where you need to type your school name. For us, let us just add numbers. So in order for us to exit the footer and continue to carry out with our document, we need to escape. So press your keyboard escape button, which is usually the first keyboard button on your keyboard, and as you can see, our details have been displayed below in the header. Okay, so let us look at the next questions. Question B says that change the page layout to landscape. So we can go back and locate the layout tab, and at your left hand side you will be able to see where it says change page orientation. Left click and you'll be given an option where you can choose to change to landscape. So left click and your page shall be changed to landscape, and as you can see, the page is changed. Let us give it a moment. The page has changed to landscape. We can verify that by going back in the orientations, and you'll be able to see that where it says landscape, it has a square, a light blue square, meaning that that's the orientation that is currently selected. Let us go back to the questions. C says use the appropriate shapes to draw the following diagram below. So this is the diagram, which is a composition of 3 houses. We need to use the appropriate shapes, and as you can see, we have 3 triangles, 3 squares or rectangles, and this bottom rectangle below. So let us go back to Microsoft Word and choose the appropriate shapes. If you are in Word and you want to access the shapes, all you have to do is go where it says Insert in the Insert tab, and under the Illustrations group, you'll be able to see somewhere where it says Shapes. So we just left click there, and we'll be able to see all the shapes that come with the Microsoft Word. We are interested in the triangle, so let us click the triangle, and our cursor will change into a plus icon, meaning that when we click our left mouse button, when we press it and we drag it on our document here, the shape that we are from selecting is the shape that's going to be drawn on our document. So let us hold our left mouse button and drag, and as you can see, the triangle has been selected. If you don't want to distort your triangle, you want it to maintain its same shape or proportion, all you have to do is hold your shift keyboard button, and as you scale it, it is going to scale but also maintain its shape. When we don't hold our shift keyboard button, as you can see, we might end up distorting the shape, and it can become messy. So just hold your shift button if you don't want to lose the shape of your illustration. So just drag it, and once you are satisfied with the size, you can just let go of your mouse left button and your shift keyboard button, and the shape has been placed. I want to drag it somewhere there, so just take your cursor inside the shape and just hold your left mouse button and drag it. Okay, that is fine. We can do the alignment later. Just click where it's white to deselect the shape. We also need to insert a square or rectangle. All you have to do is go back to the shapes under the illustrations and choose the rectangle, and just click and drag. Okay, just click and drag. The same applies to the rectangle. If you don't want it to become a rectangle and just become a square, just hold your shift keyboard button, and as you can see, when you scale it, it's going to be a square all the way. Okay, but as for now, let us just click the shift keyboard button and just make it into a rectangle, because this is a house. So like so. Let me zoom in, and we can start to place our shape accordingly. Just take your cursor inside the shape and just see if you can place it. Just place it like so, and I think this is fine. This is okay, as long as it's resembling a house. Okay, let us check our questions if this is the close to the exact diagram. It's very close. Okay, let us zoom out and just clone them. So if you see in the questions, we have 3 houses, but instead of us creating the same steps that we are from carrying out when creating this house, let us just clone it or just copy it. We want to copy both these shapes. Okay, we want, when we copy this triangle, we also copy this rectangle. In order to achieve that, we need to group the shapes. So just hold your shift keyboard button and click this shape, and also click the shape below, and just right click. You take your cursor inside the shape and right click, and you'll be able to see a section that says group. Just click there using your left mouse button, and now when I drag the top shape, which is the triangle, the rectangle below also gets dragged because they are grouped together. Okay, that's the essence of what we are trying to achieve. So in order for us to copy this shape, we hold your control keyboard button, and as you can see, the cursor has changed to a pointer with a plus, meaning that it's ready to clone whatever we select. So we click the shape and we drag it. If you want to drag it only in the horizontal or x-axis, hold your shift keyboard button, and you can see even if I move my cursor up and down, whenever I drag, it's only going to be dragged horizontally. Okay, so that's what we are trying to achieve. Let go of your mouse left button and deselect everything. We need to clone one more house, so we click this shape, hold our control keyboard button to clone, and our shift keyboard button to only clone it along the x-axis, and let go of your mouse button. And as you can see, we have 3 houses. I want to point out on something here. As you can see, this middle house here is wider on the x-axis or horizontally, as you can see, and it is slightly tall in the vertical axis, as you can see, and we can do something about that. If you want to scale a shape only in one axis, let's say we want to scale the shape only in this axis, the x-axis, or horizontally, all we have to do is take our cursor on one of these handles that are representing the horizontal axis, take it there, wait for the cursor to change into a double arrowed cursor, and hold your control keyboard button and drag it, and as you can see, the shape is only scaled along the x-axis. This is what we are trying to achieve. Let go of your mouse button when you are satisfied with the size. We can also scale it along the vertical axis by holding our control keyboard button and just dragging it, and as you can see, it's being scaled along the vertical axis. Okay, that's what we are trying to achieve. Now we can place our shapes accordingly. We can just take our cursor inside the shape and use our up and down arrows on our keyboard to go up or down, or just hold your shift keyboard button and just drag it like so, and just adjust it accordingly. So as you can see, we're just doing trial and error method here. I think this is it. This is it. Okay, I think this is it. We can just maybe do like so. And there you have it. We have 3 shapes on our document. Let us just add this last rectangle we can see below here. This rectangle labeled 4. Let us add it by going in the Insert tab and just clicking where it says Shapes and just choosing the rectangle. So let us click and drag, and as you can see, we are clicking and dragging the shape like so. And yeah, we have placed our rectangle, and as you can see, it's close to what we have been given in the question. So now that we are done with this, I think what we need to do is just get rid of the color. As you can see here, we have color blue, and in the question we have only the outline, which is the black outline there. There is no color inside the shapes. So let us get rid of those colors. If we want to select multiple shapes, all we have to do is hold our shift keyboard button and just click on the shapes that you want to be selected. That way we are going to make changes to all of these shapes at once, and that will save time. Go in the Format tab and let us get rid of the fill. Go where it says no fill, and where it says shape outline, let us go where it says black. And as you can see, the outline is in a black color. Very simple and straightforward. Let us go back to the questions. Let us look at question this is question what? Question 1 of C. It says fill figure 2 with a gray color. So this is figure 2. The entire house here is figure 2. So let us change it. Figure 2 is the middle house here. So we need to change this middle house, which is figure 2, to the gray color. So let us go back to Microsoft Word and just click figure 2 and go where it says Format, and in the shape fill here, let us just click and choose a gray color. So this represents the white colors or the shades of white, then here the shades of black and all that stuff. So let us locate where it says gray and just change it to gray. I'm going to choose this gray here. Okay, let us move on to the next question. The next question says, which is 2, insert smaller rectangular shapes in figure 1 and figure 2 and figure 3. Okay, so figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3 to represent doors. So we need to add the small rectangular shapes to represent doors in all these 3 figures. Let us go back to Microsoft Word and just go where it says insert and go where it says shapes and choose the rectangle. And let me just zoom in for this, and let us just click and drag a small rectangular shapes to represent doors. Now this is up to how your imagination takes you, how far your imagination takes you. Let us first drag the rectangles. We can clone them by holding our control keyboard button, and we can drag them along the x-axis by holding our shift keyboard button and dragging, and as you can see, that dragged along the x-axis. Deselect everything, then we can click one more shape and just click our control keyboard to clone it, and shift to clone it along the x-axis. So let us just drag it like so, and as you can see, we have added. Now it's up to you to how far your imagination takes you, but as for me, if I wanted, I could have just placed my door at the side like so, because this is a door. The question doesn't specify if we should put the doors in the middle, but as for me, I mean, I can do like so, and yeah. So as you can see, this shape here looks like it's floating on the top. We can use our up and down arrow to just bring it below like so, and we have our houses. Okay, so that's it. I will highly emphasize that from this point we save our work, because power can go on and anything can happen. So in order for us to save our work, go where it says file and go where it says save as if you're saving for the first time. Let me save it on our desktop, and I'm just going to save it as Word part 1, and hit the save command, and our work has been saved. Okay, now that our work has been saved, we can carry on with the next part of the question, which is question 3. Question 3 says that format the outline of the triangles in the diagram above to line width of 4 pts. So these are the triangles they are referring to in the question. These are roofs, the rooftops. We need to change the line width to what? To 4 points. Let us go back to Microsoft Word. Now, if you can remember, we have grouped these triangles to the rectangles below. We need to ungroup them, because when we change the line width of this top one, we are going to mistakenly change the line width of the rectangles below. So we need to deselect or ungroup. So you can click that shape and just go where it says group and go where it says ungroup. You can do that for the rest of the rectangles as well. Group, ungroup, and finally this rectangle we can right click, can select it and right click and go where it says group, ungroup, and as you can see, our rectangles have been ungrouped and we can make changes to them independently. So let us just click all the triangles at once and we will be able to format them at the same time. Hold your control keyboard button if you want to, or rather hold your shift keyboard button if you want to select multiple shapes. So just hold it and just click on the shapes and they shall be selected at once. If you want to change the line width, you must go in the format tab and go where it says shape outline, and here under the weight you can go below where it says more lines. The reason why we are going where it says more lines is because the question is saying 4 points, and as you can see here in the listed dimensions here, we don't have 4 points. We have only 3, then it jumps to 4.5. We don't need to change them to 4.5. We need to change them to 4. So in order for us to manually select the 4, go where it says more lines. And as you can see here where it says, where is it? Here where it says width. It's set to 1. We can use these triangles to select, to jump to the next highest number. And as you can see, we have made them at 4 points. Or if you want, we can just double click or triple click the number and just type 4, and the number shall be selected for us. And just close this dialog box, and as you can see, we have formatted our shapes. The reason why this shape is looking like so is because it's behind this rectangle. So you can just take it up by clicking it and just clicking our up and down arrows like so, and as you can see, it has been properly displayed. Yeah, I think this is just up to how far you want to perfect your work, but as for us, I think this is a great job. We have done something great and wonderful. Okay, so now let us go back to the questions and let's see the next question. Let us just bring it below like so. Okay, hit your Control S to save your work and go back to the questions. What is the next question saying? Question 4 says that format the outline of the triangles to line style double. Okay, so these triangles, we are from formatting to line width of 4 points. We also need to format them to line style double. So let us go back to Microsoft Word and just click multiple shapes by holding your Shift keyboard button and just clicking them individually, and go back to the Format tab and go where it says Outline and where it says dashes. I think we can go where it says More Lines, and here where it says Compound Type, we can click where it says Line Double and just left click, and our shapes have been formatted. Click the X to deselect the dialog box, and as you can see, our houses have been formatted. They look very gorgeous. You can do some cleaning up. As you can see, these shapes are not aligning properly. You can just use your up and down arrows to make them evenly spaced as possible. We can also do that for this shape by pressing your up and down arrows, and as you can see, our houses are looking very good. Okay, this is just something that should be done very neatly, because we are creating our house. You don't want to live in an ugly house, not so. So yeah, let us go back to the questions. What is the next question saying? 5 says fill blue color to the shapes representing doors in figure 1 and figure 3. So these rectangles that we created that represent doors in figure 1 and 3, we need to what? Change the color to blue. Okay, so let us go back to Microsoft Word and just click these shapes by holding our Shift keyboard button and also clicking this other rectangle. We shouldn't include this rectangle below, because the question is saying that only figure 1 and 3. This is figure 1, this is figure 3. Okay, so the middle one is figure 2 and it's not been mentioned in the question, so we are only supposed to select figure 1 and 3. Now that we have selected figure 1 and 3, the doors, we can go where it says format and just go where it says shape fill, and we can choose a blue fill. We can choose, let me choose this dark blue fill, like so. Yeah, and deselect it, and as you can see, we have answered that part of the question. Let us go back and we can see what lies ahead. 5, we have answered 5. Question 6 says Type welcome to my dream house in the shape labeled 4 and align center. So here is the shape labeled 4 and we need to type welcome to my dream house. So let us do that. So we have to click the shape first, then we right click and go where it says add text. When we start to type, as you can see, nothing is being displayed because the text is in a white color, which means that when the background is white and the text is white, there is no contrast. Therefore, we cannot be able to distinguish between the two. So we need to change it into a blue color. So head there in the font group where it says color, and we can change the text to black and just type welcome in capital letters. Let us just hit our caps lock button and type welcome to my dream house. Okay, so this is our dream house. We have been required also to do what? To center, align center. So we need to select the entire paragraph by triple clicking. So 1, 2, 3, and go where it says in the paragraphs group, go where it says center and just click, and our text has been centered. What is the other requirement? I think that's the end. All we are required to do now is print our document. But before we print our document, let me just change this house and just remove the color, because they will think in the exam that we also formatted this door to a blue color, and we were only supposed to change this rectangle in figure 1 and figure 3 into a blue color. So let's just get rid of the blue color in the middle. Go in the format tab and just go in the fill. Let us just change it into white. Okay, and yeah, it looks great. All we have to do is go where it says file and go where it says print, and the print preview has been displayed to us. Here we are able to see our name, examination number, school center name, and our work on the document has also been displayed. All you have to do is click where it says print, and our work shall be printed. Alright, it has been a pleasant time sharing everything. We have learned a bunch of stuff. We have learned about shapes, how to place them, the fill, the outlines, and all that stuff. I mean, this has been a very pleasant time sharing all this to you. And I hope that you join me in my next video, which I'm going to be sharing with you next. It's going to involve Microsoft Excel. It will be our part 2 of the 2018 exam. So hopefully I hope that you join me in the next video. And all I can say for now is thank you so much, and have a pleasant and wonderful, amazing time. See you very soon.